Trainers, Drewby here, coach of your New York Marauders, bringing you our Week 1 matchup up against the Olympique Flygon. What a name, what a bougie name that is. We were coming in hot up against our friend Keegan over here, and this is the squad that we are bringing. So first up, right off the bat, you can see his team down below me. He has some juicy threats, my friends, and honestly, he's got some mons, The things I'm scared of the most are honestly the Dragapult and Volcarona and the Iron Hands. Because Choice Band, Iron Hands, between Wild Charge, Drain Punch, and the Ice Punch, my whole entire team is like dead. Kills my whole entire team. So those three right off the bat are really scary. Choice Band, Adamant, Iron Hands, when I was calculating, just literally OHKOs everything. Or like does like 80% to everything. There is not much I can do to that thing. So I have no switching for that. I literally have no switching. Even my boy freaking Garganacl. If he's not Choice Banded, things 3-shot him. But if he's Choice Banded, he's 2-shotted as well. So I'm going to explain what I got going on. My strat for this game is going to be. It's pretty straightforward. When we get to that Pokemon, I'll explain that. But for now, let me tell you what we got going on. We have Amoonguss over here. Giga Drain, Stomping Tantrum, Clear Smog, and Spore, Black Sludge, Pure Physical Wall. This thing is going to try to wall Iron Hands if needed. Also, Physical Dragapult is going to try to wall that as needed as well, if it's a physical attacker. We have Stomping Tantrum here for coverage, just for, like, Diancie. Because Diancie might try to switch it on a Spore, because he has Magic Bounce. We also have Stomping Tantrum for, like, maybe the Volcarona. But basically, this thing is for the Diancie, just does damage to it. And just a little coverage move right there. Otherwise, Giga Drain is obvious. Clear Smog in case maybe Volcarona tries to set up on me. I came with a Clear Smog. If he predicts like a switch out kind of thing, makes me want to switch out. He goes Quiver Dance. I go Clear Smog. Put him at the neutral. We kind of like sit there in that stalemate kind of thing. So at least get some thinking. Do I do it again? Do I attack? If he hits me, I can switch out. Get the regenerate HP back there. But overall, we have Clear Smog there just in case things get a little too crazy. Even if I got Iron Hands, goes to Swords Dance. I might outspeed him if he's not invested, but I'm not invested either, so I don't think I'm going to outspeed him. But either way, we're going to try a Clear Smog just in case, and that is our lovely Amoonguss right there. Basically a physical support wall there. Now, what I'm doing in this game, by looking at his team, I am leading Dragonite, and I am clicking Dragon Dance. That is all I am doing. Dragonite's goal, we're going to leave with him. We're going to click Dragon Dance. I know turn 1 setup is really bad, but like I said, I have no way of dealing with like a Volcarona +1 or like an Iron Hands, Choice Band, Adamant, and Dragapult could be a little crazy as well. I'm assuming he's not going to go Jolly. I'm going to hope it's either Adamant or Modest. Otherwise, my +1 speed will not outspeed it, but I'm really hoping he's not going Jolly, but maybe he does, because maybe he calcs that, yo, a +1, I still outspeed a Dragonite, but my goal, like I said, is turn 1, Dragon Dance. Why am I doing that? Dragon Dance +1, EQ, Adamant, destroys Iron Hands, Diancie, Volcarona takes a big chunk. I might get burned with the Dragon Claws, that's why I might go EQ there against him. Dragon Claw kills Dragapult, Vaporeon's 2-shotted, Jugulis dies to a Dragon Claw, and I think if that thing's outspeeding me, I still have the E-Speed there for big damage. Uxie is 2-shotted. Low Kicks is actually 1-shotted in that first impression. We resist that. Cryogonal outside of Ice Shard. I don't think he has Ice Shard. I checked. I don't think he has Ice Shard. We kill that in 1 shot. Palisade might be a 2-shot. I think Taurus is there. Basically, turn 1, I get that +1, and I try to take it. Basically, I want to get 2 Pokemon down for the price of Dragonite. That's the goal there. 2 for 1, and maybe even just get a pure sweep right off the bat, depending on what he brings. But that is why I'm just going to lead this bad boy and go Dragon Dance. Now, if he leads Dragapult, that's where Garganacl comes in. Garganacl eats up special and physical attacks from the Dragapult there, and once she comes in, I might click Stealth Rock. Diancie might be there to eat that and switch in. If he does, we have the Iron Head there, which does indeed OHKO Diancie, assuming he's not bulky. So that's why our boy Garganacl here is Soul Cure, Iron Head recovers Stealth Rock. Nothing crazy right here. Iron Head is for Diancie. Times a retweet, takes it right out. Big damage. If it's invested in bulk, it's going to be a 2-shot regardless, and it's just big damage there. Allows me to outpace it. If I get rid of that Magic Bounce, that is massive. Let's get my rocks up and just do some big chip damage here and there on switching. So that is basically these two are our main Pokemon right here. We're going to lead Dragonite, and then we're going to bring in Garganacl if he does indeed lead his Dragapult with a fast U-turn. And once he does that, like I said, we have Garganacl there ready to get the rocks up and Iron Head Diancie, or just try to wall whatever we can. And that is basically what we got going on if he leaks Dragapult. Otherwise, we just go Dragonite, Dragon Dance, and try to get an early damage there. Like I said, setting it up early is not great, but I think in this matchup it makes sense, and I'm going to do just that. And then once Dragonite either gets his 2-for-1, 3-for-1, or just does whatever he does, we're bringing the Iron Moth here for cleanup. Booster Energy is going to boost my speed. And that's going to allow us to just acid spray things. Anything that kind of like, if he brings in the Vaporeon, we can acid spray Energy Ball, or 2 Energy Balls should kill it. We acid spray any kind of switch in. Maybe like you try to bring in Diancie here. I acid spray it, make it -2, and then I kill it with like an Energy Ball. Yeah, the Iron Moth is basically the cleanup for Dragonite. What Dragonite didn't kill, that's what you are for. We're going with Terra Fairy, because the Terra Fairy D-Gleam does indeed kill the Iron Hands, assuming it's not AV or anything like that. So we go Terra Fairy, smack the Iron Hands, and big D-Gleam damage there. 2 Energy Balls kills Vaporeon. Acid Spreader, just make anything switch in, just -2, and hopefully kill that with its -2. Fire Dance is self-explanatory, and like I said, D-Gleam is there for the Jugulus and the Iron Hands, and it's going to be stabbed because you go Terra Fairy this week. Slowbro, kind of the same deal over here. He's going to be a nice little pivot switch in for us. We have a Softness on this bad boy, Regenerator. We are actually speed creeping the Palossand with 44 speed EVs here. We are creeping the Palossand because Palossand kind of walls this thing kind of well, and our Earth Power will hurt us there. This way, we get a Surf off. He gets his Water Compaction boost to his stuff, whatever it does, and we still come with the Surf right after that. He's not outspeed us kind of thing. We make sure to creep him. In case it does do that. Otherwise, the Speed EVs are really not going to do too much for us. And we have Acid Spray here for the Vaporeon switch in. And we have Acid Spray, the same thing for Volcar with our Iron Moth here. We just Acid Spray something and then go for Shell Sidearm. Surf does the 2-shot to Diancie. Side Shot does some big damage in general and gets around the AV on the Iron Hands if he has it. And that is pretty much our Slowbro. And then Palafin. We know Palafin is going to be walled by Vaporeon. So what we do here, we sub up against Vaporeon. He goes for it ever. And then if he goes like Acid Armor, it's a little bit of a problem, but I can still bulk up all day in front of that Vaporeon. No big deal. Basically, our goal is to sub up with Vaporeon, which would then allow us to get 2 Jet Punches off on the Iron Hand switch-ins. We Jet Punch it once. He breaks us up with his next attack. We Jet Punch it again. That might be enough to kill it, depending on the EVs or whatnot. I don't think so, though. But the main thing is we got to get this thing to go to the hero form. So, that is why we have Palafin here just set up in front of the Vaporeon. Honestly, you might just stay in little boy mode and just go for bulk ups as a little Palafin. Honestly, those +1s were pure special defense here, so we're going to try to get some bulk ups off, some subs off. Granted, if Vaporeon has Haze, it does go through the sub. I'm going to hope he doesn't bring Haze, but maybe he preps for the bulk up set in front of Vaporeon, because Vaporeon obviously walls out of Palafin. I expect Vaporeon to be here on his team for the Palafin, so that's what we got going on here. Just sub bulk up in front of it and try to get his bulky and sub and have the sub up and just get some free Jet Punches off on anything. Otherwise, I'd have Wave Crash and some more attack investment instead of being max HP, max for def, to just make sure we just power through things with Jet Punch, and otherwise it would be Wave Crashes here. But we need the Drain Punch just for Vaporeon, so we could actually hurt Vaporeon here. So that is that. Marauders Week 1 Team Builder. Hope my logic makes sense to you guys. We'll see you for the actual battle. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm talking really fast. You guys are beautiful. You guys are sexy. You guys are healthy. We'll see you soon, and I'll catch you for the battle. Fancy outro, yeah. Was that good?